That's a fun outfit. Yeah, I like the t-shirt.
You look like a very cool girl in Malibu or
California,
Yeah.
very California. I thought it was amazing. I think the Fendi show yesterday was very empowering. I think it was very emotive and it was very representative of the time that we're currently living in politically and societally. And I think they had a really wonderful, diverse group of models walking, and I think it was interesting. My mom's had Fendi since before I was born. We have a bunch of old vintage Fendi purses. She has like a circle Fendi with the FF with this that we've had since, she's had it probably since the 90s. Fashion and cinema can go hand in hand in a lot of different ways. I think as an actress, to be able to find certain brands that are representative of who you are. And I think, it's been really fun being here with Fendi in particular, because so much of what they kind of pull into their collections is family, and family is a big deal in my life. So it's cool to see a brand representative of that and supportive of that. Fashion and cinema, I think without wardrobing in a movie, the movie would just be a bunch of actors walking around. So I think wardrobe is a way that you can change who you are to feel a certain way that day and to present a different part of yourself, which is exciting, and it's fun. LA is an interesting city because there is so much at your fingertips. You have music, you have fashion, you have acting, you have so much just happening around you, so much art that it's definitely changed a lot of who I am. It's definitely opened my mind up to a lot of different areas of art that I hadn't really been privy to. Like, there's a lot of performance art in LA, and a lot of circus art, and a lot of interesting things that you wouldn't find in a lot of other cities. Oh, of course, yeah. I think it's Hollywood. It has such a natural, authentic history to it, which is undeniable. You drive around, you have Paramount Studios, and you have Warner Brothers, and you have Universal, and you have all these old studios which hold so much character and have so much history laden in them. I think Paramount in particular, you walk around the lot and you can almost see Audrey Hepburn walking around, and so much of West Hollywood and the bungalows over there are almost preserved from the 30s and 40s, which was, such a big time for cinema and the birth of the golden age of it. So, yeah, I think it's inspiring to live in Los Angeles and to drive around town and know that the history is right at your fingertips. I think it's amazing. I think that it's important, the communication that's coming from the movement, and holding people accountable. I think it's so important to be held accountable and to create the network that we all now feel as actors in this industry, that when you have an experience with something as horrific as the experiences that we've heard from times of movement, you feel singular, you feel alone, and you feel like there's no one else out there that's been through that. So that's why a lot of people haven't spoken up. But then to see each and every actress almost has their own story in different forms, it allows you to feel supported, and you don't feel alone in it, which is massive. And that support system and that support from different actresses from every different walk of life, it feels so much easier to walk through your day and to step back on set with a new vote of confidence. Because I have two gay brothers in my family. So ever since they came out when I was very young, I never even doubted, I never even blinked to the fact that I would support them and that they were any different than me. I never saw them as any different. And it wasn't until I kind of grew up and I saw in society that they were viewed differently and that people were homophobic, and there was a need for me to stand up and speak on their behalf. And that, came into me also making this movie I made last year called The Miseducation of Cameron Post, which ended up winning the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance. But it was about sexual conversion therapy, and shining a light onto the realities of sexual conversion therapy, and that it's not an archaic issue. It is a very modern, current issue in America specifically. It's only illegal in 9 of our states, and in those 9 states, it's only illegal for minors. Definitely. I think I've also just, I think I get bored if I do the same thing too much. I think I'm too much of a busybody. I like to try different things, to try different genres, and to make myself feel different emotions, because each genre you do, you can feel different emotions in, and you can find out different things about yourself within your characters. So be it a horror, be it a comedy, be it a drama, and in different mediums, be it on stage, be it in movies, be it in voiceover. You can learn different things about yourself, and I think if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you can become very complacent, and I think complacency is the death of art. So for me, I like to knock myself on my butt and to feel like I have no clue what I'm doing, and to be genuinely terrified, because I think when I'm scared at what I'm taking on, that's when I make the best art. Well, I have The Miseducation of Cameron Post coming out this year. I have The Widow with Isabelle Huppert, directed by Neil Jordan, coming out this year. And I'll also have Suspiria, directed by Luca Guadagnino and starring Tilda Swinton, coming out this year. And then on top of that, I'm having a lot of fun producing our own projects. And we have a couple announcements that will be happening this year, which will be very exciting for the production side of my career. Probably be a scene out of Gone with the Wind, because I think it's one of the most epic movies in the world. I always think about how exciting it would be to travel in time, but then I think of women's rights. And then I'm like, I don't really want to be in any other time except for currently. So cinematically, I'd love to be in the 20s. I think it'd be very fun. But politically, I wouldn't want to be a woman in the 20s, because it would have been very difficult fighting for your rights. Maybe I'd reincarnate as Cher. Because she's such a badass. She's the coolest. I would say Cher, yeah. Or Barbara Streisand. Thank you.